Alright guys, so right now we are in the middle of a CS2 market crash or a correction or a dip or just normal price movement up and down, whatever you want to call it. But obviously this most recent CS2 update kind of shook things up. It dropped the prices on a lot of items. For instance, this Dreams and Nightmares case right here is down about 15% from its most recent high. So if you are a true degenerate, if you are a true case opener, you could make the argument that now, since case prices are cheaper than they have been over the past couple of weeks, it's an amazing time to open cases. That's why in this video today we're going to be doing just that. I have a couple of cases loaded up that we still have left over from viewers submitting their cases and stuff like that. We're going to be ripping through those today. And hey, we're starting off with a ticket to hell. But obviously when we're doing something like this, we're going to need a sponsor to get some of these crazy videos done. So let's hear from them real quick. Today's video is sponsored by Skins Monkey, an automated CS2 trading platform where you can turn your skins into new ones simple and easy. All you have to do is click on the skins that you want to get rid of, click on the skins that you want, and then click trade items. Now, if you don't have enough balance for the items you want, you can use code GERM to get up to $5 free bonus on your first trade. You can also use that same code GERM to get a 5% extra deposit bonus on top of the 30% deposit bonus that Skins Monkey is already offering. So there's really no reason to not go check out Skins Monkey with that first link in the description below today. So this was a USPS ticket to hell minimal wear, which is honestly not the worst way ever to start this video. But in this video, I just did want to rip through a couple of these cases that I pulled out of a storage unit, a couple of these cases that I have loaded up for videos and stuff like that, and just kind of see what we can get. Obviously, I'm using the market crash, the market correction, case prices being down as a little bit of a meme, as a little bit of an opportunity to, just kind of joke around, but also, like I said, open some cases that are cheaper right now. But that doesn't even necessarily mean that stuff is better to open. That doesn't necessarily mean that things are going to be a better ROI or anything, because obviously at the same time that these cases are down, the cases or the skins inside of them are also down as well. So is it possible that the ROIs are a little bit better right now? Yeah, it could be. It's also possible that the ROIs are maybe a little bit worse. I honestly don't know. I don't look at and monitor case ROIs on the daily because it doesn't really matter. I know that for the most part, opening cases is going to be a losing endeavor, and that's why I recommend so many people to, rather than opening cases, we saw red go across the screen there. That sucks. It would have been very, very sick. Honestly, I don't even know what it was that we saw for sure. I'd have to look and see what the reds are. That must have been the Starlight Protector that we saw, which definitely would have been a good pull. But yeah, it's definitely why I recommend everyone, invest in cases, because so many people just lose so much money and waste so much time, effort, and money, not only losing the value of the case to probably get like a 20 or 30 cent skin or something like that, but also losing the value of the key, and also losing a potential investment, because cases have done so amazingly well. Because like I said, even though this Dreams and Nightmares case, it's down 15% from its local highs and the prices that we've seen recently, I don't know for sure, but I would assume the Dreams and Nightmares case is up like 100, 150, 200% in the past year, as most other cases have done. I was looking at a bunch of cases last night, and man, like Prisma cases are up like 250%, Snakebite cases are up like 300%. Like there's so many cases that have doubled and tripled in price in the past year. So not only when people have been opening up cases in the tens of millions every single month like people love to do, not only are they losing the value of that case and that key, but they're also losing the value of an amazing potential investment. Not just an amazing investment, one of the best investments in the entire CS2 ecosystem. And when I look at stuff, it looks like we almost got the M4 there. That would have been cool. We get the StatTrak PP Bison Space Cat. That's going to be field tested. When I look at stuff, not only has CS been right there with things like crypto, it's probably even outperformed crypto over most time frames depending on what kind of items you're looking at, but it's been a better performance than like stocks and stuff like that. So this literally, CS overall has been an amazing market over the past like decade, and then you look at cases, which have even been some of the best stuff in one of the best markets, and it gets really, really disgusting really fast how bad it can be to open up cases when the alternative is just kind of hanging on to them and maybe selling them for like double, triple, quadruple their price later on down the road. So that's why I do love opportunities like these that are dips, and you can see, hey, during this dip I have been buying a ton of cases. These are cases that I am not going to be opening. These are cases that I'm just kind of buying, that I'm going to be holding on to, that I'm going to be throwing into some of those storage units or whatever. And I think I'm going to make a video talking about the things that I bought during this dip and everything like that. But while I do have Skins Monkey as a sponsor on the channel right now, I did want to do some of the more expensive videos, do some more case openings. I think I still want to do something like a nothing to knife kind of trade up series or something like that, because I know those are fun to do as well. But obviously those are a little bit more cash intensive. I need a little bit more extra money, but those videos also have the opportunity to pop, so it's cool to have a little sponsor money to throw around at those as well. But we are honestly pretty due for something good from some of these cases, because we have not got anything good from a case in quite some time. I still don't think that I've ever pulled a red from a case. Obviously, I have pulled a gold. This was like early 2025. I did pull a very, very nice, actually worth a decent amount of overpay Kukri fade from the gallery cases when those kind of first dropped, or I don't know if it was right around when they first dropped, a couple months after they dropped. And since then, we have gotten no golds and no reds. So we are actually long overdue for both a red and a gold, because we have opened up a couple hundred cases since then. I think I don't remember the exact number for the gold, if it's like 300 or 350 or something like that. But yes, we got through the dreams and nightmares. Nothing really too crazy there. We do have some Chroma 2s loaded up here, so that would be cool. Obviously, Chroma 2s have a lot of decent options, a lot of decent opportunities. Not only can you get the M4 Hyper Beast, I honestly do like the 5.7 Monkey business as a skin as well. But obviously, you can get some very, very nice golds inside of these as well. These are, you know, kind of like some mid-tier in terms of price point cases, because people like the gold so much. We do see the Monkey business fly by. We do get a Mag 7 Heat, I believe it's called. Yes, we get the Mag 7 Heat there, well worn. So far, you know, we're just kind of burning through money, and that is kind of what you just ultimately do with cases at the end of the day. You're burning through money until you get those couple of golds. And then even what sucks then, even if you do get a gold, obviously I've been very, very lucky with the one gold that I've gotten, that not only was it a good gold, one of the best golds possible from the gallery case, it was a gold that ended up being worth overpay as well. You can also get some trash golds, because I've seen so many people, you know, pulling like Nomad Rust Coats or Survival Knife, whatever, Safari Mesh, or I don't know, Forest DD Pat. So, you know, it's not only just getting lucky in terms of getting a gold, you also have to get lucky in terms of getting the right golds. Obviously, there are some absolutely life-changing, insane, you know, both skins and golds that you can pull in this game. You know, stuff from, you know, like Pandora's Gloves, or the right AK case hardened, or, you know, obviously some people have pulled like Hedge Maze gloves and stuff like that. But obviously, there's a lot of stuff that's not as cool, not so cool as well. There we get the Desert Eagle Bronze Deco. Now, another thing I am very, very curious and kind of watching out for in the markets right now, like I said, not only have we seen a little bit of a price dip, you know, 10, 15, 20% dips in the past like week or so in the markets, we are starting to see a little bit of a rebound. Seems like last couple of days have been green. That's exciting. But I also, we get the AK Elite build. At least we're getting an AK. Obviously, it's not the coolest or the most expensive or best AK in the world, but AK-47 Elite build field tested, not too bad. Not only am I watching out for the markets, because I do think the markets will continue to rebound. I think long term, short term, nobody knows what's going to happen. Could go down lower, could bounce back, could be a V-shaped recovery, whatever. I don't really care. Just when prices are down, I'm going to buy good stuff that I really like. Back-to-back Elite builds there, well worn. So we're getting kind of worse on that. I'm also going to be curious and watching out for case unboxing numbers, because that was one of the things that people were worried about, was case unboxings, because now that you can only buy, you know, 1,000 items per week, because they have to go on trade hold, or they have to go on, you know, trade reversal hold. What the heck? We're getting 3 elite builds in a row. We got the minimal wear, we got the field tested trash float minimal wear, field tested, and well worn, back to back to back. Now, if we could only get lucky, you know, getting something good a couple times in a row, whatever. But case unboxing numbers were interesting, because you can only buy 1,000 cases, or like 1,000 items per account per week, unless you're buying them from Steam. But obviously, Steam's going to be a little bit more expensive, and not everybody has Steam balance, whatever. But I'm talking third-party marketplace, I'm talking cases from other people. So could that affect case unboxing numbers? It definitely could. And then also when you get those cases, not only can you only get 1,000 a week, and there's definitely some, you know, big-time whales out there that were unboxing more than 1,000 a week. You also can't open them for 7 days. You can't do anything with them for 7 days. So that was maybe going to have some overall impacts on the case unboxing market. Now, obviously, in the long term, I believe people love and are addicted to unboxing cases way too much. People were going to find a way to get their fix. Degenerates were going to find a way to unbox those cases. So it's not something that I was worried about, but I am definitely curious over the next couple weeks, next couple months, to be tracking those case unboxing numbers to see how that's going to have an impact on the market. Because like I said, if we get some bad case unboxing numbers, not only could that mean supplies start building up on third-party marketplaces, supplies start building up on, you know, Steam and stuff like that, but it could also mean we get another little drop in the case prices, which would, you know, be a little bit of a panic and a little bit concerning, but also it would be something that I would definitely be buying the dip on as well. We have one Spectrum 2 case here. See if we can get anything good from this. Spectrum 2, definitely a really, really cool case. This is one of the cases that I have the most money invested into. Has really, really strong fundamentals, really strong unboxing numbers. It's a great case overall. We get the SG553 Phantom, so still really nothing. All of these cases that you guys sent me have all been pretty trash so far. Nobody was nice enough to send me their good cases. Nobody was nice enough to send me their heat. Why? What does this say? I didn't even see what that said. Prisma case unlock. This item is not tradable, not marketable. After use, item received will have a trade restriction Okay, so yeah, it's just the items that I get from the case are going to have a trade restriction. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. That's weird, but I thought stuff was tradable and marketable right after you open it from a case, as long as the case had been, received less than 7 days. But I don't know, whatever. Mac 10 Whitefish, I'm going to be honest, didn't even know this was a skin. That's in field tested. We are literally getting only blues in this video so far. So far, Valve has just absolutely baited us. Not only did they drop a terrible update on us that tanked the market, that lost our inventory value, they've also baited me into opening up some cheaper cases and just losing even more money. This is Battle Scarred, 0.93 on the Stat Trek Mac 10 Whitefish. That is, I don't know if this is float cap towards lower floats or whatever, but that seems very, very, very terrible. I wouldn't be surprised if that is, just like a really disgustingly low flow, which I don't know if that makes us lucky or unlucky or whatever. We have a couple more Prism cases and then one Shattered Web case as the grand finale to close out this video. Are we going to get anything good, or is a bad week going to get even worse? We get an AK-47 Uncharted. We are the king of the trash AK-47s right now. We're going to look like an absolute demon in like whatever Premier Elo I am. I don't know. I've been playing a little bit of Premier lately. Lately, the games I've been playing in have been like 4,000 or 5,000 Elo. So I know I ended last season like 1.5K, but maybe this is going to be a little bit higher of a season for us. Maybe we'll bounce back. We get the P90 Offworld. One more Prisma case left, and then one Shattered Web case left to end this video. Definitely, again, thank you guys to Skins Monkey for sponsoring this video, helping us do case unboxing, different types of video like this. Make sure you guys go use code GERM over there. I'd appreciate that a ton. The MP7 mischief they made, opening up all these trash cases possible. But also at the same time, hey, I'm doing you guys a favor, because if any of you guys are invested in cases, I'm eating into those case supplies right now. I'm helping those case investments go up. I'm pumping your guys' bags right now. So at the very least, even though we haven't got anything sick just yet, we still have one case just left. But also, make sure you guys drop a like and make sure you guys say thank you to all of us for helping, pump up those investments a little bit, because every case matters. Every case unboxing matters. Shattered Web case, we're going to be ending this video hopefully on a high note. Not really anything that crazy from the Shattered Web case. Honestly, I think the skins are pretty trash. Not really that big of a fan of the Op Containment Breach. Mac 10 Stalker pretty trash. Obviously, we have some good rare special items, some good gold. We have been gold starved. We've been gold deprived for so long. It has been like 5 or 6 months since I pulled a gold, since I pulled anything good from a case. Let's do it right now. 3, 2, 1 to end this video on a high note. Finally, it's been a bad week. People are down bad. Valve, turn it around for us right here with something good from the Shattered Web case. They do not do that. They make a bad week even worse, giving us some dual Berettas balance. These honestly look kind of cool. It looks pretty. I really like, kind of the etchings and the rows and stuff. It's pretty bland, though, not very colorful skins or anything like that. So like I said, a bad week gets even worse. I have bought a ton of cases. I've been buying the dip. Things have been going very, very good. But as far as this case unboxing, our case luck continues to be very, very trash. So, yeah, even though it might be tempting to go out and open some cases now that prices are a little bit cheaper, I would probably say you still don't want to do it, but it's still a great time to go out and buy some cases, go out and buy the dip. And that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully catch the next one. Until then, peace.